Hey everybody, welcome back. James here again with you. And today I want to give you guys some viable information. But first off, I want to let you all know that since the past video, I've already got the Gauntlet Ultra tuned. Now, this is a 1-inch inside diameter flat washer with a 3/4 inch inside diameter rubber grommet, which I had to cut out a little bit just to get it to slide over the shroud. But the reason why I did that was because if you've seen the last video, a lot of the groups were vertical stringing. And even with me having the gun centered in my shoulder and best rest, I thought at the time, which you'll see here in a second, best rest I thought and best position in the shoulder, the barrel was still whipping. And I knew I could get that, I could tune that out. And I did that today. I got out just for a little bit and got to pop some rounds off and just to get this gun ultra tuned. Now, I got the target here and you can see it. So all these shots were just from today. Well, this right here is probably personal best of mine for 10-shot groups. A 10-shot group at 50 yards. 14-mile-an-hour wind. You can see it didn't really affect the point of impact at all. But that's just me. I want to clarify that my type of shooting is different from everybody else, so my scenarios and stuff are different, and so I just want to get that out there. But again, 50 yards using the same pellet as the last video, the Gamo Hunter Impact 15.42. I think I said 15.43 in the last video, but they're actually 15.42 dome pellets. And Gauntlet here. I didn't mention in the last video or the last recent videos that I've used this gun, but Pinty scope, not an expensive scope at all, 16 power, up to 16 power. So anyways, I got a short clip of the group. I think I got a couple shots on the video for you guys because I really didn't care about doing a video. I was more concerned about getting the gun tuned. So if you want to know where to place the grommet, because I know a lot of people have asked that in the past, where I place my grommets, right at the end of the barrel, at least for these pellets, because each gun is different and each pellet puts off a different vibration due to weight and contact in the barrel. So you're probably wondering, well, what happened here? Why all these shots are outside of that group? And those are my tuning shots. Every time you change something on your gun, you have to shoot a lot of those pellets, or at least a couple of them, to get it to tune in to that harmonic wave that you made. You changed something, you got to retune your gun again. So it took me a while. I mean, it didn't take me a while, but it took me a couple shots to get it dialed in, and I just kept going with it just to see if the pellets would change or not. And right now, currently, this is these pellets are the most accurate in the Gauntlet for me at 50 yards in the 14-mile-an-hour wind. But let me show you what I was talking about the rest. Now, you've seen in the last video, if you haven't, check it out. I was using my Caldwell tack driver bag, which I have right here, but I changed my position with the gun and the bag. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So in the last video, I had the bag more towards up here. I changed it today just to see if it would do any difference with my group size. So I moved the bag back here more towards the actual balance point of this rifle and shot like this, just like that. Now, the reason why I came about this was because, let me show you what I'm talking about. I got a tape measure here. Let me show you why I changed my bag position. So I have my tape measure here set at 2 feet to represent a gun. And let's just say at the 6-inch mark, this being the barrel at this end, when I shoot, it causes vibrations. Just like that. And you notice it going up and down, that's the vertical dispersion downrange. So let's move the bag, that being the bag at 6 inches, let's move the bag down to 1 foot here on the tape measure and do it this way.
What are you doing?
So not a lot of vibrations is coming off the tape measure there with the bag centered off the balance point. So anyways, I just wanted to try a theory out that I had, and it seemed to work. Again, the best 10-shot group I've ever shot, and I just went with it. I didn't. Alright everybody, so I just want to appreciate you watching as always. I hope this viable information worked for you. You know, again, I'm trying to slow down on the airgun videos, but I just keep learning stuff every day, and it's hard not to tell everybody, just to get out there and to help, you know, a lot of people out. And so anyways, just like in the last video, I keep getting my gun centered as always in my shoulder like this when I shoot. So if you always have it centered as possible and you're pulling the trigger when the crosshairs are always on the target that you're trying to hit, and your shots aren't around that target or on the target, you know, something's going on. Something needs tuned, or something, you know, your position needs to change on your rest, but something like that. So it can cut down on flyers and all that stuff. So anyways, guys, I appreciate you watching as always, and we'll catch you on the next video. Thanks again.